All right, let's put some graphs to what we have just discovered as far as numerical measures. These are our numerical measures of center and spread, but let's see these in action. Now, right up front, I'm going to say everything that we do in this class, you can do differently, probably easier. I'm trying to do things that I think are the most user-friendly and most accessible to everybody. You could add, Excel has a data analysis tool pack. We're not going to do that. We're going to keep it simple. We are just touching the surface of Excel's data analysis ability. Okay, that said, let's make some graphs of this numerical data. So for numerical data, one graph that I really like is a box plot. Box plots are simple and they help you get a quick picture of the data. So let's highlight column A and we're going to insert, and we're going to use this chart section of the ribbon a lot. And we're going to insert, this is going to be the icon, the button that deals with continuous data, and I want to insert a box and whisker. So here's a box and whisker for one variable, and I want us to just have good habits. So we're going to develop some good habits. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to this plus. First, I'm going to move this down. All right, let's go to the plus. We want to have axis titles always. Okay, so well, let's see. We want to have axis titles. I want to label the vertical one. This horizontal axis does not need to have a title. Okay, so these numbers are measuring speeds. So we're going to say that these are pitch velocities. And so this chart is titled Visualization of Pitch Velocities. Okay, now what we see here is that the pitch velocities go down to a minimum of what? Oh, a minimum of 37, but there's a lot of extra stuff here. So I like to make the axis as succinct as possible. Double click on that axis and you can define what you want to be the minimum. The minimum's 37, so I'm going to say we'll go to 35. Our maximum is, the maximum looks fine, so I'm going to leave that. And so here, do you see we saw that 25% of the data, let me hover over it, 25% of the data, you hover over that line and it gives you the first quartile. 25% is below 70. Here's the median. 50% is below 75. Here's the third quartile. 80% is below, 75% is below 80. And now we're going up to, we had an outlier we had determined. There's only one upper outlier there, or at least one speed at which is considered an outlier. And there are several speeds which are considered lower outliers. So outliers are denoted by these dots. Now, you can do several things. Let me go back. I click out, I click back in, hit the plus. I don't really want to see the grid lines, or do I? Like if you see the grid lines, it sort of helps you align where the boxes are, the lines of the box plot. So I will leave that. And I think what I want to do is play with the color. So you can go to the color and start playing with it. Maybe you like that. Okay, very good. If you click on it, you can start doing different things. I'm going to go to the paint. I'll go to the borders. I like to see some outline. So I'm going to go black, and let's make the width like 1. And so now I have this, which is just a little bit more beautiful. Let me click on this again. Do you see how it says show the outlier points? If you didn't want the outliers, you can unclick them. I don't know why you wouldn't, because it's helpful to know that they're there. This is the mean marker. So the median is in the middle. The box plot is the first quartile, the median in the third quartile. This mean is not part of the box plot, but this helps us to see where the mean is. And we see the mean 75.66 is a little above the median, but I don't really want that as part of my box plot. So we have this for a box plot. I think that overall that's looking nice. I like to put a solid color around my graphs. I think it helps. I might go to the title and I might capitalize it. Bold it. I think that helps. And so now we have a picture of the graphs above, which we have as being reasonably symmetric except for all of this stuff at the bottom. The bottom is really spread out. So one of our early takeaways is that there's a lot of slower pitching, and we're going to want to look into that. All right, now next, in the next video, we will look at another graph for numerical data.